time zones to humans and non-humans everywhere. This is episode 26 of the VTM Mysteries. Episode title is The Lighthouse. Let us meet the vampires.
I'm Sako Tumi, and I'll be playing Diane Aziz.
I am Jinne Noble, and I will be playing Echo Kismet.
I'm Kat Leo, and I will be playing Rave.
And I'm Sage Gordon-Davis, and I'll be playing Nate Thomas.
It is the 29th of January. Ooh, I just wrote down a Z, not a 2. It is Z 9th of January.
Cool.
And we left off in the lighthouse. We were just meeting our sweet little perky thing, who is Sarah. She is the owner of the lighthouse. And Echo and Calvin and Dawn had been there for a few hours before the rest of the group got there because they were interviewing Sarah and trying to determine if this was a real thing. And because basically, as far as haunted locations are concerned, Echo and Calvin don't have any experience in that. But so Dawn was the only one who had kind of a hunch that this might be a good place for filming. They called in Nate, and Nate brought in Rave and Diane and Hans. Also, in the last episode, as they were trying to determine whether this was a good place, Diane activated her ability to see ghost fetters, which are the things that bind ghosts to the world, and this place is covered in them, like more than a place should reasonably have. And and I see Jinne like giggling. Did you hear ghost feathers?
Yes. And then all I could think is wonder powers activated.
And also earlier in the last episode, we learned that Rudy has been taking the bait that Nocturne has been putting down for the Prancing Plague Doctor, and that he has been keeping track of the videos and the goings on there via the internet. And Nocturne has put out a casting call a week from the current night for people to be in the next Prancing Plague Doctor video, which is going to be a wedding scene. So it's basically a casting call for extras to sit in the church as guests. But no conversation has been had by the group as to any plans for that yet. So as we pick up, I'm going right to Diane.
Woo!
There is something you're picking up as you are looking around this place, because you haven't disconnected your site yet.
Mm-hmm.
There is just a vibe that you're feeling in this place, but it is not what you would expect. It's like love and positivity. Like when you think ghosts, you're thinking like a place of like sorrow or anger. That's not what you're feeling here.
Mm.
There is a very underlying current of unrest, like someone's pacing and wants out.
Mhm.
But besides that, it's all positive.
Okay.
And as you are looking around and cataloging the fetters, you're also noticing that they're all like in glass cases.
Oh.
Like this place is a museum,
Mhm.
and there's a ghost attached to like every display.
Oh.
And there's one more thing. There is a red fiddle that is not in a glass case. It is sitting on a table, and it is glowing like a fetter.
Mm.
But you can also see a tether coming from it, and it's going right to Sarah. It shouldn't happen like this, but it looks like she's already fettered to something while still alive.
If she's alive.
I mean, she's radiating human heat, and
All of those things. Yeah.
yeah, she smells like food. All right, I will give you all the scene. Keep in mind, you do not know if Sarah knows anything about the vampire world, so Masquerade should be, well, as to your training, you would think the Masquerade needs to be upheld in her presence.
Mhm.
All right, the scene is on you guys.
Everybody is in the lighthouse
Yes.
as we speak.
It's and the room you're in is like a cabin-like lounge.
Mm-hmm.
The actual tower of the lighthouse it's attached, but it's further back.
Sure. Okay. All right, Nate, I'm gonna square with you here. We could set up cameras and wait for something to happen if we focus on this thing and this thing and this thing.
Mhm.
However, if I am given 2 nights, I can do some studying and I might be able to do like a seance that would summon a ghost.
That sounds like a good option to me. Calvin, what are your thoughts?
That's something that can actually happen.
If I do the homework, yeah.
Holy shit, that would be cool. Could you imagine the ratings if we actually got real ghost activity?
I know, right?
I mean, sorry, I misspoke. If we got something that people could see, as opposed to what is usually on these shows.
Right. Can you run this past the network? Because, I mean, we are on a tight deadline given their last ultimatum to us.
I've been... when I mentioned that I found the place, I called them. And they are basically saying, make this happen if it's possible.
Okay, so we don't have a looming deadline on it. We just need to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Sarah, would you be all right with us coming back in 2 nights' time?
Yeah. Anything you guys need. I need this. I need this so bad. You have no idea the amount of side gigs I've been having to pick up that I really don't want to talk about.
Fair.
Just to make ends meet here.
Mm.
I've been doing things that I'm not exactly proud of.
I get that. Okay. We have a camera guy with us, right?
No. Camera guy's not here yet. Or, well, camera guy didn't come on this. This is just a,
Scouting.
this was scouting.
Okay.
You can call a camera guy.
No, that's fine. If we had a camera guy, I was going to say let's film some B-roll and then head out. But if we don't have a camera guy, then we should adjourn to the plane so that Diane can do what Diane needs to do. Unless Diane needs to be here for what Diane needs to do.
The book is in the jet.
The book is in the jet. Yeah.
That's what I figured.
And you can see Sarah running her fingers along the fiddle.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Notey note.
Calvin's like, "Do you play?" And she says, "I was kind of hoping to make a name for myself in that field, but since my parents died, I've been stuck here."
Mm.
Do you want to hear something?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
She picks it up, and absolute magic happens. Like, it is beautiful and haunting and top tier music. And she actually starts to dance as she fiddles. You get some major Lindsay Sterling vibes from her. Like, she is that tiny pixie girl already, and she's fiddling and dancing, and it's just like, seen that before.
Clap, 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 clap.
She finishes her song and she takes a bow and she says, "Thank you." And she does not seem in the least bit having any ego about it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can also see a little bit of a blush.
Mm.
If you were to guess, you'd think that she hasn't played for anyone in a long time, and she just doesn't know how actual people would react to it.
Mm. Well, that was lovely. Take good care of that violin, and it will take care of you.
Oh, I take it with me wherever I go.
Mm.
It is my baby.
Yes, it is. So about that plane.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
are you gonna have to make 2 trips to get us all out of here?
Oh yeah, she is actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to explain to Jinne, parking is
Non-existent.
non-existent. The lighthouse is on like an outcropping on a peninsula with a
Okay.
very narrow causeway. So parking has to be basically mainland.
Right.
And she's got like this 4-wheeler snowmobile tractor thing to go back and forth.
Okay.
So yeah, it will take 2 trips to get all of you back out to your vehicles. But yeah, it doesn't take that long. Whoop. What will the driving arrangements be? Like, does Echo want to be in Kasara with the other vampires, or does she want to go back with Kelvin and Dawn the way she came?
I'll go back with Kelvin and Dawn. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I suppose I should go with the other vampires so that I can catch up.
Plenty of seating. Oh yeah, Kasara's what, a 7-seater?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kisara
Yeah,
is a
all right.
7-seater.
I'll ride with the others.
Kelvin's like, all right, cool. We'll catch you back. Actually, do we need anything else tonight? Do you need anything else from us tonight?
I
Get some
Don't-
rest.
think
Oh wait,
so.
they're going back to the jet. Never mind. That's
They are
'cause
going to the jet.
that's where their quarters are.
Yes, and that's where the production van lives.
Yes.
So,
Maybe they want to stop off and get some dinner. Who knows? Gosh.
I mean, if you want to stop and get dinner, please be my guest.
You know what? Nothing like. I'm hearing myself come through someone's.
Not it.
Not it.
No?
Calvin's like, we do need to eat, and
You do need to eat.
the jet food is palatable, but I kind of am digging some fast food, so.
hmm Well, the 2 of you are officially off duty for the night, so
Cool.
we'll catch you back at the plane when you show up.
Awesome.
Just do remember you are driving a company vehicle. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, it's Dawn driving, so she knows
Yeah.
the rules. Yeah, Calvin's like, I don't think Dawn could mess around with this vehicle if she tried.
I mean, I'm learning a lot of things about my team lately, so
But you have much more. You have the bond with Dawn.
that's true. That is true.
So you know she is, when it comes to company shit, she is business AF.
Okay, well, we'll see you back at the plane when we see you.
All right, so you guys head off. Any conversations in the car?
Is there anything I missed that I haven't been with you guys?
Well, I am an emotionless blob, and Pan has no voices.
The voices in his head are gone.
Whoa. Like, how did... Well, okay. That was like a lot of information in 2 sentences. Okay. First of all, Nate, how did you accomplish that?
If I knew, I would be reversing it already.
Okay. Good point. And he lost all his voices?
There's no Apollo, there's no room, there's no powers at all.
So he's just like a normal child.
Well, vampire child.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No split personalities running around in his head.
normal for a given value of normal.
Yeah. Okay. So, in other words, a lot happened when I wasn't with you.
Yep.
Anything else I should know about?
I got a book.
You got a book.
I have a point in a cult now.
That's so awesome. I got a book.
I got a book.
And did you
I
I
say
have a
wow.
fancy glove.
Nate has a fancy glove? Rave, you have a cult?
I read every book in the plane.
Oh.
It was bound to
Including
happen.
all of mine.
Duh.
But
Those are the
doesn't
fun
Nate
ones.
consider all the books on the plane his?
Almost.
Almost.
Except the one that Diane owns.
I can see what's up in that book now.
Because Nate hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pan is almost normal. Nate is no fun. Well, no more fun than he was.
Nate has never been fun.
Well, okay. Okay.
Nate's very
my
analytical
tormenting
right
Nate
now.
is not going to be as fun because of the fact that Nate will not respond now to my tormenting. Oh, that's not going to be any fun. We need to fix that. And Diane has a new book, and Rave read all the books except for the book
And my journal.
and your journal. Okay. All right.
At
I'm
least
good.
I hope Rave didn't read my journal.
I did not read a journal.
Oh, and are you going to mention when those things happened?
Oh, yeah. Pan and I got kidnapped, we assume, by the Samichi, and we woke up in, like, a room, and then there was a flesh tunnel, and it was gross, and
Did you just say flush tunnel?
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my. Flush tunnel. Now there's a word. Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm being born all over.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, so some sort of flesh tunnel did this to you. Okay.
well, I don't know if it was the flesh tunnel or the stuff that happened before the flesh tunnel.
Okay.
This is not getting any cleaner.
Or clearer. It's like, I'm crying. Oh.
Yeah.
Flesh tunnel, and I thought bee croutons was the word combo of the day.
Oh.
We're
Shirt
wordsmiths.
for Nate that says I got stuck in a flesh tunnel. That is weird, but okay.
We are masters of the written word.
And no one thought to like pick up their cell phones and tell me this ahead of time, so I was prepared. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
You were
We got a cell
incognito.
phone, so. Oh, and I have a cell
We-
phone now.
We were a little preoccupied.
Well, yeah, you were stuck in a flesh tunnel. I'd be a little preoccupied too. Oh my god. Oh, you want a clean game? Don't put me and Jinne at the same time. No kidding. It wasn't even on purpose. That flesh tunnel got me, man. I'm stuck on that now.
It just gets me.
It does.
All right.
All right, that's all good to know information. Can we go to the airplane and go to the jet now?
Oh yeah, you've been en route the whole time.
No.
Are we there yet?
You are there.
I seem to be of the only one that had a normal time. I mean, wow.
Yeah,
you
I
had
would. Yeah.
you had a human time, not just
I
a
did.
normal time.
I was around all kinds of peoples and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, during your week in Montreal, you spent most of your time with Calvin and Edward. And
Hold
the
on.
production people that you were hiring, who are on the jet. There are still rooms on the jet, and actually there's even more space because they can use Jeremy and Amanda's room because they're not there.
Whatever happened to them?
They're on timeout.
They're on timeout.
Okay.
I put Amanda on administrative leave for tampering with my social media.
Oh, right.
And Jeremy is on medical leave,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we now have Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
And the combo of Edward and Echo doing Amanda's job.
Ed Weird.
Yep.
Well, when you were working with Edward for the week, he was actually a lot of fun. He didn't bring up any, weirdness. He was just silly, a little bit on the inappropriately raunchy joke side, which is, right up your alley.
Right?
So you got along with him swimmingly.
Ed Weird grew on me.
Apparently, Edward grew on all of us.
Yeah.
Just like a flesh tunnel.
Oh.
You just had to go there.
It's all about growths today. Growth. All right, you get back to the plane. It's midnight-ish.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do, discuss?
Yes.
Okay.
Fellow vampires gather round. So I disappeared for a week, as you guys know, and the reason why I was gone was that I was learning more of my native discipline, and that's what this book is me leveling up. And apparently I have Baron Samedi on speed dial. Apparently.
No idea who that is.
Like
Cool.
the Baron Samedi.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
So I kind of want to read this book, and we haven't had time yet, so I would yeah. Yeah.
Any discussion amongst the group tonight about Rudy?
Do we know where Rudy is?
You know he is following the Prancing Plague Doctor. Oh, no, you don't know. The three other people.
I was asking as Echo.
Okay.
Not as Jenny.
He's what, commenting and liking the stuff that the dancing, prancing, whatever person, plague doctor. It's a plague doctor. They got a mask on. It's fun. Is doing.
there was also the information that he was logged
Casting
on.
call.
He was logged on and liking stuff, pinging from towers in town.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Not very bright, is he? Unless he's doing it on purpose.
Well, it's pinging towers, and I don't think most people realize that they can be traced like that.
It's not like he's a villainous mastermind before this happened. ...
Dot, dot, dot.
Wasn't he basically a soccer dad?
Basically, yeah.
Soccer dad.
If I can call someone a soccer mom, I can call them a soccer dad.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Okay.
So you do have a very strong idea of where he's going to be in a week.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want to be there if he does show up there, because we don't want to be hollowed.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be worse than a flush tunnel.
Could you possibly...
I'm sorry. I love you. I really do.
So Edward kind of wanders over
Two.
to the group.
Okay.
And he's like, "Are you talking about Rudy?
Maybe.
I heard enough. Paige loves you, Ginny. Nate does not love Echo.
I know. It's okay.
Edward's just like, so am I hearing that we're just going to stand back and let this group of people get slaughtered?
What else can we do?
And he holds up his hand and lets electricity spark between his fingers. I think I can do something.
I'm not kissing him. I draw the line at Rudy.
Especially since you don't know how much he's been feeding and how much he's been transformed already.
Right?
Ooh.
Yeah, we need to find that out too. How far he's progressed. It would make decisions a little bit easier to know how far he's progressed so that we know what we can do and what we can't do. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Edward's like, how do I put this? If I have a feeling if I'm there, I might be able to defend.
Might is the key word, though. What if you
Well,
get...
also, I don't think the hollow, or the eliminate, can. I don't think it can kill another illuminate. So he's essentially the only one who'd be safe going.
Yeah.
that's true.
But also
without
wouldn't
backup.
Yeah, but also wouldn't Rudy recognize you?
Yes.
He could always pretend he's on Rudy's side. Is that a bad suggestion? Everybody's like dead silent.
I gotta pop up.
Does Rudy actually care?
Probably not.
Have we seen Rudy interacting? This is Edward talking. Have we seen Rudy interacting with any of us?
Not that I
No.
know of.
Only that one time, like,
With
But-
Venus at the radio station.
Yeah.
and that
And
was it.
What happened
That's
then?
it. He gave her a weird command and then bounced out of a wall or a window or
command.
something.
That she had no choice but to follow.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, your power is great and all, but if it's a choice between you and them, I'm picking you.
What if I was in disguise? So he didn't know I was there until Zappo.
How do we know that he doesn't have a sense of you?
The problem is we know more about the Illuminates that we've met than the one we haven't.
Exactly.
And that's the one we need to know the most about, actually.
And call me crazy, but I'm not really willing to sacrifice you in order to do this.
Yeah, we just started liking you.
Because, like, we can't go with you. We cannot give you any backup.
Well,
And
I guess
we
someone
know...
could, but they'd be hollowed. Then
Well-
they'd have to be revived.
Yeah, we don't really have time or resources to be messing around with that kind of thing.
Also, are any of us even able to be revived by the others?
I don't know.
It's a generation thing, so someone from a higher generation can revive you. Who's lowest generation?
I think it's me.
Or highest generation, sorry.
I'm 11.
I don't know where my other clipboard is.
Top of the sheet.
I'm 12.
Why?
That's under clan.
So,
Yeah. Hold on. My
You got
sheet
this.
is. The sheet doesn't have it. Hold on.
So,
I'm generation 13.
Okay.
so I could revive Echo and Rave.
And I could revive all of you.
Okay.
So,
But,
and Rave could be revived by anyone.
yeah.
So if any of us were to go, it would
It would have to be you.
be.
And also, and this is Edward talking, you're kind of the biggest badass of the group,
Hey.
like physically.
Hold on.
Rude.
No, she's the tough, the one with the fighting
Physically.
skills.
I'm the
I
one
know,
that
but you
can-
didn't have to say it like that.
But you're a badass with your brain.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
so
they're-
are you.
There are badasses in lots of different categories, but in a fight,
Yeah, you are right. I still think it was rude to say it that way, but you're right.
well, I apologize for my phrasing.
Okay.
You know my intent.
Yes, I do. I'm still not happy with this plan. Because we can revive Rave, we can't revive you.
But I don't think he would harm me. Like,
Also-
isn't his plan to make sure I live until I blow up into a monster?
True.
We would hope so.
And if Edward needed to escape for some reason, he could just electric himself into something electric to get away.
Yeah, I'm really good at that.
I would like to state that when Rave says it, she actually says his name and not Edward.
Well, for the record, I am still not on board with this plan, but
I mean, I
If
don't
the
want to
rest
get
of the-
hollowed, but
if the rest of the coterie agrees, then that's the plan.
Is it just Rave that can go with, or
Technically, you could go as well because there are people
above
of
me?
a higher level who could revive you. However, it takes a lot of blood, and we don't really want to have to revive more than one person.
Right.
But you're a people person, right?
I
Like,
am a people person.
probably be better at going than me.
And
Everyone loves a wedding, even a fake one.
So we've got people person and we've got tank.
so, yeah.
I mean, if you both want to go and the whole party agrees on it, then do it.
I mean, I might be able to psychobabble him until as a distraction. I mean,
and maybe
what exactly
Edward.
do we want to do when we get there, though? That's the thing. I mean, we're talking about going there. Are we trying to destroy him, or just check out and see how far he is? Or
As far as I'm concerned, we should destroy him if we can. He's a little.
But to do that, we also need to know how far along he is, because can't the glove thingy
We
only
can't
be
do
used
anything.
after a certain point?
we can't do anything until
Mhm.
he's fully changed.
So you need to approach this as a reconnaissance mission. However, should the need or the opportunity arise, you need to be prepared to take him out.
Or at least incapacitate him.
So, but if he takes us out first, how are you guys going to know?
Watch from a distance?
Diane, does your team have any kind of like tracking equipment or something?
Or
Absolutely.
Mini cameras, body cameras.
There we go. We send
Edward
you in with
raises his
tracking.
hand.
Yes, Edward?
If if he gets you before you get him, I zap out of there.
Mhm.
I come back to Nate and Diane, and they come in and pick up your bodies.
That's assuming you
Yep.
have time to zap out of there.
Make sure
Well,
you're
I'm
next
assuming-
to electrical items.
hmm I'm assuming that when you zap, you're going to fry whatever trackers, body cams, whatever Echo and Rave are wearing. So we'll also know if the signal dies
That we die.
that we need to mobilize.
So how much of a range does his hollowing have?
Tentacle reach.
Oh, that's right, tentacles. Tentacles.
Well, also, it might not
Not
even
gonna
be
say it,
him
not
we
gonna
need to
say it.
watch out for. Because if he does intend to create another Illuminate,
Then it's the prancing
Then-
plague doctor that's going to be the one with the tentacles. following the room. So if we want to stop him, we have to stop him from getting an ornament to her. Or him, or it, or...
Them.
I almost said I hate those infected balls, but I stopped myself.
Infected balls. There we go.
Tentacles are never a good sign. No, they're not.
Infected balls, flesh tunnels, and beaked croutons.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And all of those words together make the master sentence.
What not to do on a good Saturday night?
I think we need to be very careful that we don't accidentally summon an elder god or something.
Eldritch horror.
No spaghetti monster for you.
So, is this a plan? Are we going to, like, get ourselves on the list to get in?
I'm willing to try.
Great.
I mean, it's about the only way we're gonna know whether he's how far he's going, right? Or how far he is along. It just sounded like he was pregnant. I'm sorry. You know what I meant?
Long in his growth stage, is he?
Technically, he is. I mean, he's going to evolve, so it's a rebirth. I don't know.
Something. Pregnancy and parasites.
Yeah.
Something. Grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble, mumble, mumble.
That is very cosmic horror.
Anyway, I'm
So-
okay.
So, the three of us?
Rave, are you coming with or are you staying behind?
I'll go with.
Just in case shit goes sour.
Then I guess we need to...
Outfit you guys.
Well, we also need to get on the list to get in.
Yeah, this is a week out though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I bet Percy can get you on the list.
Should we go to him?
Of course.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So heading over to Percy, and you get him the information, and he brings up the audition, or not the audition, the casting call, and he says, "Yeah, they want names and headshots."
Pulls out her phone. Holds it up as a camera. Say cheese.
Okay, so all of you, well, not all of you, the Echo and Rave and Edward, get your headshots. And are you putting real names or fake names, or?
I don't know.
I'm going to
Would my name-
suggest that you go with fake names because he probably already knows Edward's name, given Edward was one of the targets.
If he
And we
knows
don't-
my name, I'll be impressed.
But we
Like my
don't know.
actual name.
Yeah, look, the thing is, we don't know if Rudy has access to the guest list or not.
From what I recall of how he turned me and from Arun and Venus's accounts, I don't think he cares who the bystanders are.
Well,
I think bodies are bodies to him.
for
In this
my sanity, if we can call it that, I would feel better if the three of you would use fake names.
Okay.
Just in case he does happen to look at things and I don't know.
And he, so Percy enters in your pictures, just 3 randomly generated names. And as you are walking off, he's like, you hear just dings coming from his computer. And he's just like, damn,
Bing, 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 bing.
that was, it's like 1 a.m. and someone's there and they accepted you like without thought.
That's a little unnerving.
Well, you are hot.
I am pretty amazing, aren't I?
You are.
You're fabulous.
I am.
Oh, are we sure that that is a manned system and not an automated system?
But okay, I have a question.
Also, isn't it Nocturne? Weren't we wondering if that was connected to the lady with the hacking thingy at the beginning where Nate beat up the van?
Yeah.
My thing is my face is well known. So changing my name's not going to make a difference.
She right.
They see my face, they're going to know who I am. People recognize me everywhere.
So you use celebrity to your advantage.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but because changing my name is not going to make a difference.
Then don't.
Okay. It was just a thought. Maybe that's why we dinged so fast. We got a little excited. Oh, Echo's coming.
That would also make the stuff go wider if they tabbed Echo Kismet, like as a hashtag.
Right.
I'm
That could
assuming
be a hashtag.
that is Cat saying because Rave has no clue about hashtags.
I know. I don't know. Rave's been learning a lot.
My phone doesn't do text messages. It literally does calls. Though there was basic texting when I was human. But I didn't have a cell phone like that.
Sorry, I just read this. I thought I was going to summon a cosmic horror. Turns out I'm just a cosmic. ... Okay, so the 3 of you are on the list. Well, 3 of you. 2 of you plus Edward are on the list to get in on a week from today.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do as a group?
I'm going to treat, not as a group, but I'm going to treat Lester to that promised night of fun.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's why I'm awake.
It's 1
He's
o'clock in
probably
the
awake
morning.
anyway.
You're gonna go on a date?
And
Well, it's like 1 in the afternoon for us.
at the end of January in Nova Scotia.
Oh, you can cuddle
Who
up.
said we were going outside?
All right, fine.
Great cuddling weather.
And Diane's got a nice romantic room.
Yeah, let's not hang out in my room. Let's hang out in the bar.
Yeah, that is actually, as far as places to hang out are concerned, it is definitely public.
Yeah. At least for the time being. And then, things can lead to another things, and then we can retire elsewhere.
Would you consider a bonfire an object?
Yeah, I watched that. Okay, So, you have your date with Lester. Is anyone else doing anything for the evening?
Mm,
I mean,
I'm
it
gonna sit back.
doesn't have to be anything, progressing the story.
Kind of missing Invisibeth and her tablet.
We can get you a tablet, Rave.
I mean, you still have Dawn and her clipboard.
I know, but the tablet, because I feel like in a way Invisibeth was slowly teaching Rave how to use it.
Okay.
So, but she doesn't know how to use a computer. She knows how to use the tablet, ironically.
Nate texts Dawn, like, please get a tablet for Rave. Put it on the company credit card.
How are you going to justify that?
And Dawn
you
leans in
are-
quiet. Dawn leans in and whispers, a grown-up one or a kid's one?
I thought Dawn was out eating with person.
Oh, that's right. Well, I mean, you have been chatting for a while.
Daddy's
so they're
probably
back.
arrived.
They do come. You did see them come back in. Stomping the snow off their boots and.
Okay, then I didn't text her. I
I think
spoke
I should
to
be
her.
insulted, but I'm not.
So, Dawn, please get a tablet for Rave. You can put it on the company credit card, and don't worry about how we're gonna justify it. I'll figure something out.
She says tonight or.
When you have time, and to answer the other question, let's get both.
Again, I feel like I should be insulted, but I'm not.
And we can ease her into it.
And at that point, Pan pokes his head out of his room, and he's just like, "You guys done adulting?"
Never.
Are you done kidding?
Never.
What do you need, buddy?
My voice is-
Player 2, maybe 3 and 4. I don't know.
I'm coming. I'm on my way. Let's do this.
You have fun. I am going to go and not.
Did I?
Echo, Edward, would you like to join us in the Mario Karts?
I have some reading to do.
Well, you have a date to do.
Well, that too. But that's not going to take all night.
Wow, you're quick.
Damn! Shade.
So sorry.
That I'm feeling judged.
It's been a while, right?
Okay.
Cough,
Or the other person is.
cough, cough.
So we are going to fast forward because we know that you guys have agreed to let Diane learn her spell. So that is the next 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
So we're assuming we're having 2 nights of basic downtime, rec time. What would Echo be doing during knowing for certain she's got 2 nights free?
Probably social media with her fans. 'Cause I know I've got like human fans that like me. And I like
yeah.
I'm interested.
That and leaders of other your church quote unquote.
Yeah. So,
You have leaders in different cities.
so I'm socializing with people for the next 2 nights, I guess. Online and on the phone and all that fun stuff.
What about Rave? What would Rave do with 2 guaranteed nights of downtime?
Frisbee.
It's too cold to take Patrick out.
Oh, that's right. And you're not allowed to frisbee in the shed anymore.
I said no frisbee in the plane. Anne thinks otherwise, but no. Tend to all the plants in her room. It's like a garden in there now, guys. I put shelves up and everything. It's fabulous.
It's not that big a room, so plant care.
Oh, you would be
not-
amazed.
I'm just thinking not a lot of time needed. Oh, can we do a bio break? Yeah, let's find out what Nate is doing, and then we'll do a bio break. You can start your bio break if you need to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nate, what about you? 2 free nights?
I imagine that I am just going to do some record keeping, have my notebook, go through things, see if I can make any connections. Otherwise, just read. Because I am not fun and I have no emotions at the moment. So
Science
In
prevails.
character, out of character.
Oh,
what's the difference?
jeez Louise.
It's just
No, I'm just teasing. You know that.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, legitimately, what's the difference?
And as Diane is studying the book, Lester does come up to her and says, I know you've got to learn this, but any desire to learn it next to my desk? So we can, I don't know, be close.
Aw, that's
Ooh.
wonderful. Let me get my slippers.
So, yes, you spend the next 2 nights studying and learning this spell, but also in close proximity to Lester, who is doing his own work, but, it is couple studying, I guess you would call it.
Studying.
And he does mention to you at one point that even though you're not directly interacting, this is good.
Yay.
And with that, we will bio break.
Woo!
So 5 minutes. I will still talk because I do not have to bio.
I have a cat
I
on my
got
butt.
popsicle.
Yay, popsicle.
But banana popsicle.
Poison.
Hey.
Kitty, I want to get up.
Together alone time. Yes, that's actually what it is. And, never underestimate the power that has just being in the presence of someone you have feelings for, even if you're both doing your own stuff.
Kitty.
Dave and I do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We're together, but we ignore each other. Oh, seriously.
No, I'm laughing because banana popsicle is like a double innuendo.
It is.
Flesh tunnel.
Stick your banana popsicle in your flesh tunnel.
Beef croutons.
Maybe stop putting it in my mouth.
Oh my god, it just sounded like you said beef croutons.
Beef croutons.
Well,
All right, come on, Papu.
I mean, we
Let
get
me up.
infected balls too, so.
Can I munch on your beef croutons?
Oh. If they're that crunchy, I don't want to touch them. Holy hell.
Oh, there's so much wrong going on today.
It's been a while since all of us have been together. It's
It
a
has.
innuendo. Oh, Sage, I love you.
I love you too.
And half the time it just comes out. I don't even think about half the stuff I say, so. I love how
Yeah.
I just love how I ruined a really adorable moment about together alone time thing. I haven't ruined a nice moment in a minute.
I'm sorry, but I literally just have 2 words running through my head right now.
Flesh tunnel?
Flesh tunnel.
It's been stuck in my head, and all I can think of is like the worm from Beetlejuice, going inside the damn thing. That's weird.
Well, I mean, you could feasibly think of it as a mouth. So stick your banana popsicle in your flesh tunnels, just, eat it.
Raven's comment is awesome.
Genuine. No, deserves a t-shirt.
Tunnel. Secret tunnel.
What is secret tunnel
only
from?
we would know.
The fact that everyone's going secret tunnel, what is that about?
I'm just gonna continue ignoring you guys.
Yeah. I'm also recusing myself from the situation.
You haven't said anything. I didn't even know you were there.
Apparently it's from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've
Oh.
not seen that.
Okay,
I don't know. I haven't watched that.
I understand now.
It has been a hot minute since I watched that.
It took my brain a second to be like, oh. Excuse me, I have to go take a picture of the grocery list on the fridge
She's
for
got
my
a
roommate.
tunnel. It's made of flesh. Oh, God.
You did not think that one through,
No,
Raven.
that's what Raven wrote.
I think he
Genuine.
thought. I'm pretty sure he thought that through.
I didn't just come up with that. It was Raven.
Innuendo. Well, if I take the computer with me,
You're going to take us to the bathroom with you?
no, to the porch. To the porch. All right, close these documents.
Is it smoky time?
It is. I have eaten the things. Not cabbages.
I not only thought it through, I thought it through a lot and somehow decided to post it still.
That's okay. We still like you, Raven.
So it is time to reconnect.
I'm just gonna go and hide in my corner.
For we're going to pick it up on February 1st
Okay.
because that is filming day of the VTM episode. Diane has learned the spell, and the spell she has learned will, if she has to do a what's it called? Rouse the blood.
I have
And
to rouse the blood.
so it will be a rouse check to use the power, because you have to smear your vitae on the item, whatever item it is, the fetter.
Oh.
Yeah, that's in the spell description. The other thing about it is that depending on how far away the wraith is, it can take days. However,
long are we
you got a
recording?
sense.
How long will we be there?
As long as we need to.
Okay.
Wow. That was a growl and a half. Okay.
Okay.
Is Rave starting to hit puberty or something? She's growing up just before our eyes.
I mean, it could be right away. It just depends on how far away the wraith is, because the wraiths are able to roam the Shadowlands.
Mm-hmm.
Well, generally.
The gauntlet, yeah.
So it really depends on the distance they have to travel to get there.
Oh,
However,
this is assuming that the gauntlet hasn't caved in on itself.
well, here's the other shoe, or the other aspect of that, is that with how haunted the place is, you got a feeling that you're probably not going to have to wait too long.
Yeah, probably.
This place is crawling with them. You just have to pick one.
I picked the typewriter.
So here's this one is for Nate. Over the past couple of days and nights, the hired crew have gone through and they have taken some B-roll at your instruction.
Awesome.
And yeah, so you will have to do probably interviews.
Mm-hmm.
And just in the main action.
Right.
But here's another question. How is Nate feeling about being on camera in his current state?
Well, Nate is not feeling anything.
But that's the thing. How is he? What is he thinking about being on camera?
He's not particularly happy with the idea. Given that he has no emotions, so as not happy as a person who cannot be happy can be.
Can he fake it?
That hurt my brain.
How's your acting?
How's your
We're gonna
acting
have to test
skills?
that.
Yeah.
Nate is. I mean, he has a dot in performance, but it's not so much in the actual performing as it is in the spotting other people performing. If that makes sense, like knowing when a person is putting on an act.
Mm-hmm.
So, given that we have Echo available, Echo is a performer and a people person. I'm going to suggest that Echo conducts the interview, and that way Nate can just basically film the intro segment being like, hey, we're at this lighthouse.
And we have a special
And
guest. Woo!
we have a special guest, and then I can hand it off to Echo. And then I don't have to do the performance thing because I'm
They
not an
still have to
actor.
show up.
I mean, I'll still have to show up, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, so let us move to the lighthouse.
Rave is totally just going
Bam.
to be constantly poking things the whole time. Like, are you haunted?
Yes.
Just like
under
in the
glass, it's
background.
Honey, if it's under glass, it's haunted. Just stop touching things.
So you have a camera crew. You have Calvin and Edward behind cameras. Well, not behind camera. They're, in the
Doing
directorial
production
areas,
things.
yeah. And Dawn is being intermediary.
Mhm.
So we're going to have you roll hunger for this evening. We're going to assume for everybody, and I kind of do this for down days. We're going to assume that on the down days, you had no problems getting yourself up to 1 hunger.
Okay.
So we're all at 1 hunger until we roll.
Yes. So let us get our hungers.
am I still at 0 hunger?
Until you roll, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Diane is at 2. Echo is at 1.
Failed.
Did Rave Patrick?
Yeah.
Patrick is now a verb.
Yes.
A verb for feeding.
Anything is a verb if you try hard enough.
I'm going to Lester it up.
And Nate succeeded.
So I'm
Okay,
still
so-
at 0.
You're still at 0.
All right, so everyone is good at on hunger.
Well, if you want to call it good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the normal. Well, Nate's really good. The other 3 of you are at that. I'm feeling kind of peckish, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
That is just your normal. That is how you feel all the freaking time, which is a mood.
Sure. You betcha.
So we're gonna start with the intro. We're gonna record the intro. And this is Calvin says, okay, so Echo's gonna do the interview, right? So we need an intro with you saying that you have a special guest, and if you're gonna have Diane on camera as a special guest psychic, you'll have to introduce her too.
Right. Rave, are you going to be on camera? Do I need to introduce you too?
I guess I'm probably going to be poking everything because I'm curious to see if it'll do something.
So, am I introducing you as Diane's assistant? Or Echo's assistant?
Or both.
Or just
Dun,
a new
dun,
staff
dun.
member.
New staff member.
New staff member.
Make it up.
Junior ghost hunter.
Rave, how do you feel about being on camera?
Could care less.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Everything is a verb if you try hard enough. Ouch, he nated me right in the Thomas.
Also, apparently my coat is haunted that I've acquired. According to Mr. Spence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the coat liked you, it could hug you.
So,
Okay,
off
Dr.
topic,
Strange.
if we were running this game on Twitch, we could have a thing that people could donate with channel points where he
Mhm.
could actually do that.
Aw.
Why are we on Twitch?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd be a jerk to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I need Nate to roll
Mm-hmm.
performance and charisma.
Yay. That's nice.
Yeah, it's not a real good roll right now.
It's really
you're-
not.
Yeah, so you do this introduction and you are just robotic AF. Like, and Calvin's like just there's no energy, no charisma, and Calvin's like, ugh.
Take two.
Do we want to run that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Still not awesome, but not the worst I've ever seen.
Possible?
Yeah. It'll with this one at least we can explain to the audience will understand seeing you why you have Echo doing the interview.
Can we
I
do
just
like
think you're
a...
sick.
I was going to say, can we do like a text pop-up just explaining that I was
Yes.
sick during the filming and
Yes.
stuff and things?
That would be really great. That I think that would cover it.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to move to the interview portion. What is Echo going to ask Sarah?
Notice the deer in headlights look.
Imagine
Sarah?
you're on a ghost hunter show and you're just trying to find out
Nope.
the backstory of this place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, this is Sarah. She lives here, right?
Yes.
Okay. And she's going to explain the history and what she knows of the hauntings here.
Nate's got the Rona. Oh my God, Mr. Spence did it to me. I do this to Sage all the time. Okay, so
Queso.
I got queso.
Queso what?
Tequila.
So yeah, she explains that she is the sixth generation that has been keeping this lighthouse. She has been she has known that this place is haunted, but she's experienced hauntings, like paranormal activity, but it's never been evil. It hasn't been the type with other people. It's always been like a hand steadying her if she was, tipping on the stairs or something, or being tucked in at night if she fell asleep without covering herself up. And she says she's never heard of an unpleasant haunting in this place. She can never tell which ghost is which, but she's sure that her entire family line is here. Now, Diane, at this point, hearing that, with the number of fetters you saw, there are way more fetters than family members that she lists. Like, this place is way more haunted than her family. And if no one in the 6 generations that her family has been here have been murdered, like no deaths outside of natural causes, there's no reason for this number of ghosts.
You have some guests.
What do you mean?
I mean, there are more ghosts than relatives. So,
Hangers on.
hangers on.
I don't know that much about. Well, I don't know much about hauntings at all. Is that a thing that happens?
Absolutely.
How?
Anyone that had unfinished business, basically.
But it's just my family that's been here.
Right, but I'm saying that there are always hitchhikers. And
Okay,
what to say it's a ghost. Ooh.
Okay, now you're scaring me. Well,
But the vibe,
I mean, there hasn't been bad ones, I don't think, so...
at least not as of yet. So hopefully we'll keep it that way.
All right. And she is definitely more trepidatious now than she was.
Right. Which was kind of the goal.
So at this point, you're ready to do the actual investigation.
Investigate.
Are you going to choose? Are you going to do a fetter?
I am.
There's a lot of nautical themed items.
Sure.
And
This
Sarah's
compass
like,
looks good.
Sarah says, "What do you need to do with this?"
That's a great question.
You,
Out of character.
you need to smear some vitae on it.
I take out my pocket knife and I cut my hand open and I pick up the compass.
And I mean, the camera is watching you and she's watching you.
And I roll the thingies.
What is it actually a roll? Let me dust. Let me just double check.
I gotta rouse the blood, don't I?
Yes, you do have to rouse the blood because you are opening your blood.
Yes.
Any test questions?
Yes, I will get to that in a moment. Sorry, the
Chat is popping off.
Raven!
Present.
Okay. Oh, you also need a photo or other visual description of the wraith or their signed name.
Whose compass was this?
Bob's compass.
She's like, that didn't belong to anyone in my family. That's haunted?
It is.
That was the navigator of a ship that sunk like 4 miles north of here.
So Captain Sparrow.
And can that happen?
It certainly can. So these objects are tethers to the real world. And when you go to the thrift store, for instance, or the antique store or whatever, it is full of things that have ghosts bound to them.
Out of GM character, what you just said would be like candy for one of these ghost hunter shows.
I know.
I love aforementioned ghost hunter shows.
Nate's just standing
As-
slightly out of
As
frame,
cat.
doing thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yes. So we don't know who. I look over the compass and look for like an engraving or like any kind of scratches or anything like
And
that.
she says, hold on a second. And she goes to a bookcase and she pulls out a very old leather-bound book. And she says, I think this is the one. And she pulls it out and she starts like using her fingers to go down the pages. And she's like, yeah, I don't have the navigator's name, so I don't have a name for this one. But the captain of the ship, that ship in a bottle over there was his.
Okay.
And his name is Captain McMillan.
Captain McMillan.
Jacob McMillan.
All right. Now that I've put my blood all over this compass, that's
I'll let
real
you
cool.
take that back.
Okay. I go to the ship in the bottle.
I will
I pick
take
it up.
that compass and wipe it off.
Okay.
It's not bloody
It's not bloody. We are retconning that.
because because I hadn't read that yet, so we had to get all the information together.
Mhm.
So yeah. So you need to call upon him by name as you brush some vitae on it, and just use your power.
Jacob, what's his face?
McMillan.
McMillan. Sorry.
And do roll the rouse check.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
She's gonna rub that bottle good enough. Something's gonna get roused.
How exactly do I do this? Do I include hunger?
It's just one die. It really doesn't matter what color.
I get 2 die because I put points into it.
Oh, yes, you get... yeah, because it's a level 1, and yes. So you do roll 2 dice. You only need 1 success out of the 2, and you will not get hungrier.
I got 2 successes. Yay!
Yeah, you so are on the ball with this.
Yay!
Who's full?
I am a badass.
So you are sitting there at a table calling upon the spirit, and gusts of wind. You can hear howling wind outside pick up, and the lights flicker, and they go off. And you hear...
Put on the night vision.
You hear put on the night vision.
Well, you do hear that, because that's Nate's voice.
I know, it's still funny.
Actually,
That's not my voice. I didn't say anything.
it's
Put on the night vision.
Dawn said
I
it.
mean, Dawn would definitely say it.
The night vision. Put on the damn night vision.
Yes, you hear that, like that mechanical buzzing as the night vision cameras turn on. Nate, through the camera, and you're actually picking this up, there is a shadow on the wall behind or next to Diane. But it's in camera. You're actually picking up on camera a figure in the room that is not lit up like a human.
I am just frantically thumbs upping and pointing and thumbs upping.
But Diane, you hear, "Why do you summon me?"
That's a great question.
The rest of you can actually kind of hear it a little bit.
How long have you been here?
Our ship sank in 1750.
It is no longer 1750.
What year is it?
Actually, that's a good question.
It's current time.
Okay.
2021.
I would like to not be here anymore.
Do I have the power to set this
That's
free?
not part of your power set.
Not yet. Okay. I'm sure something can be arranged.
Release us.
And I call off the spell.
He said us,
He did.
not him.
Mm-hmm.
And as you call off the spell, and the lights come back on. So Nate, what are you going to investigate?
Sorry, I had to put my headphones back on. I don't know. Just general investigation of the area.
I mean, it's all... Like, what about the area are you trying to look into? So I can get a sense of what you're looking for.
Well, I imagine we need to
Any high activity
Exercise.
spots?
this place, for lack of a better word. So, high activity spots, clues as to what we might need to free them.
Here's a question. With all the ghost hunting tools and stuff that you've used in the past, how much does Nate believe them to be real?
0, because this is the first time that we're encountering actual ghosts. Remember that the previous seasons have all been staged by the Camarilla.
Mm-hmm. So,
But can we see if any of that stuff actually works? Because we know it's actually haunted.
oh, it's all going off the charts.
So the thing is, I have theoretical knowledge of this. I don't have practical knowledge of this because, like I said, staged by the Camarilla.
Mm-hmm. But the problem is, you're like EMF readers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There is no direction that's higher than the others. It's just on
The whole...
constantly.
Okay.
Let's see. Can we find a spot? See if there's a spot that isn't in the entire lighthouse.
Are we feeling any hot or cold spots, or picking up any hot or cold spots? Because obviously we can't feel them.
Well, technically you can. You just don't get like damage from them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have the physical sensation of hot and cold still.
Yeah, but I mean, we have thermographs and things.
Oh yes. Like there is a spot near the TV that doesn't have any of the feathers, any of the like items, and that looks pretty low.
Okay, well then I am going to go and investigate in that area.
Have
And
we only investigated this one room of an entire lighthouse?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm disappointed in us.
Well, this is the investigation.
I know.
Yeah.
Everything before that was just interview.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything you want to ask Sarah?
Who? Any of us, or
Yeah, anyone.
How did you guys get the stuff from like the ships that sunk?
Well, my family's been like collectors of stuff since they started, so this has just been things they've picked up over the years.
How? Where?
Like sales of like shipwrecks and stuff. I know that Grandpa said one time that the stuff that he bought, it seemed to like, I don't know, call to him.
Call to him.
That's what he said.
Did your grandpa have any special talents? Was he unusually lucky? Did he ever, I don't know, have dreams that came true or know things that he shouldn't have known?
No, not that I know of. He just always had stories. He also didn't like live up in the, in the house area with the rest of us. He always lived in the basement.
The basement.
Can we go there?
I guess so. I mean, it's just his old room that no one's touched, and the weird writing on the walls.
Weird writing on the walls. Ooh, I want to see.
Shadows over Innsmouth.
Okay, so she leads you downstairs with the camera crews. And she's like, yeah, this is his room. She takes this old, like, long key and puts it in the door and unlocks it. just very old-fashioned lock and key,
Cool.
and pushes this creaky door open, and she does click on the lights in there, and they take a little bit of time to come on.
Mhm.
But when they do, the place is dusty and cobweb riddled, and she says, "Yeah, this is his room. There you can see it's a square room with a big masonry whatchamacallit, support in the middle." And she points to a wall on the far side of the room from the door, and she says, "That's the wall with the writing on it."
I look at the writing.
It is not just in Arabic. It is in possibly the most familiar dialect of Arabic to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to send you a link
Oh boy.
once I get it. Copy
You got this.
and paste. And I will let you decide after reading it whether Diane wants to let other people know what that says. And I'm going to send you another little message.
Cool. Right. Which is a storyline that she's not going to share on TV.
Also, that year is
A really
way
weird coincidence.
before.
A really weird coincidence.
Why is it a coincidence? I don't know anything.
It's
I'm just
Farsi,
saying
like,
it's way before any of Sarah's family has had dealings with this place.
right. I read out.
They can't see this.
They can't see the text.
I did not give them access to it, so they have no idea what you're looking at,
Oh,
because Diane is the only one that can read Arabic.
well, I mean, there's still marks on the wall, right?
Oh yeah, they see the marks, and
Well, she'll like actually, point at the words and be like, "This says that the original avatar of death constructed this tower as a beacon for the shades of the dead. It is a metaphysical engine powered by the energy produced by wraiths. The battery runs on their negative aspects, leaving the positive free to roam. They believe they are being mistreated, but their existence here is far more pleasant than if they were roaming free with both halves. It is a gilded cage, if you will. The positive aspects of the raves, being loose yet incomplete, are unable to finish their business and also unable to be destroyed by the oblivion. And she stops there.
Damn.
Signed, the Avatar of Death.
Are you going to point out what year it was?
So this tower was constructed in 1580. So this was before your family was even here.
And Sarah just like collapses, not like fainting collapses, but just drops onto her grandfather's bed, sitting, but just like her mind's been blown all to hell.
So we're talking about ghosts that have been here since long before your family got here. And even so, if one of your family members were murdered or fought or angry, then that was taken from them and powering the beacon.
So you're telling me that the ghosts are like trapped and like neutered?
Mm-hmm. Well, the upside is that you are left with all the good aspects, all the positive aspects, all the helpful aspects, all the good company. You're not going to have any broken dishes anytime soon.
That's good, I guess. Oh, wow.
So they're kind of caught between worlds. They haven't been able to move on, but they don't want to be here either.
It is 1:53.
Yes. So do you want to call the investigation for the night?
I want to turn off the cameras
Mm-hmm.
and
Officially, it's turning in for the night.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So you turn off the cameras. Do you want to like pull the vampires aside?
Yes, I do.
I thought you might.
Okay, so this is kind of a long story, but I'm going to try and tell it as concisely as possible. So the Illuminates are kind of a sign of Gehenna, and Gehenna happens like in a cycle. It like every 800 years or so, it just cycles over and over again. And there is an avatar of death that has powers like I've got, and that it is up to them to take out their proverbial Rudy. So I've been charged with becoming this new avatar of death, which is why I was given this book. Which basically means, I guess, I'll be the one wearing the glove, or you'll be wearing the glove, looking at Nate. And it will be our job to take Rudy out and avoid Gehenna from happening.
Well then.
Is there?
Yeah, we're like saving the world and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like we have a bunch of other things going on.
That was kind of my thought.
Mazel tov?
Does it give any? Did the previous one like write anything down? Like any hints of knowledge for you, or
Well, I'm looking
sign?
at this thing on the wall, and it basically says if I try to release the ghosts, the engine will just kick up. So I think we're pretty much damned if we do, damned if we don't, regarding the ghosts that live here. Besides, I mean, it's a battery. There's so much you could do with it, like magically.
Okay.
Yeah, it is designed by an avatar of death to be used by an avatar of death.
Right.
So you can tap into it long distance?
I don't know about long distance, but if he's coming here, I can tap into the engine
Okay.
and use the power of the engine against him.
And with that, we will end the episode. Mazel tov. It's an apocalypse, so who's paying for the oil? So who's paying for the oil? Let me get out a new sheet of paper so I can write down this stuff. Okay, so for episode 27, let's see, we will do what people liked, disliked, experience points, and what they are envisioning happening for the next episode. So we'll start with Diane.
Upside is I leveled up. I'll probably spend the experience for it after this game. And I have no negatives. I feel like it was I think it would have been more fun if like Dice had been involved, because I think Kismet has the stats for the show.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I
I just did that assuming she was going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah, and like Diane is way smarter than Sako is, right? So there's only so much role playing I can do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that happened to Jinne tonight, so that's my bad.
I'm a little off my game today, apparently.
It's okay. It's okay. My ugly is going to go to Nate for, I wouldn't say showing emotion, but not showing emotion. emotion.
Showing a lack of emotion? No.
I think the personality traits of Nate are really shining without the emotional like muffler. So we're getting a good feel for what kind of character Nate really is. And yeah, so he gets my ugly. And goals for next game is preparing for she's going to familiarize herself with the battery so that she can make use of it in 5 days.
All right, Echo.
Goods. I don't know. I enjoyed the story and the questioning and the everything. Bads. I'm way off my game today. I don't know. I've been kind of spacey. What I'm looking forward to is, I don't know, checking out to see how far Rudy is and how far along he is. And then throw my point at Diane because she carried the show with all the information and the questions and stuff. Yeah, I'm only kind of Spacey, not Kevin Spacey.
So, Spence, you started doing the good and the bad and what we want next week with your campaign, and it is helpful, and that's something that I learned from Sako.
Yeah, I do goods, bads, and uglies. Yeah.
The what we want next week, that's something I added from watching online RPGs, from watching other playthroughs of different games. Just finding out what people are thinking, where they think the game is going to head. So it's a little bit of give and take with the storyteller as to, okay, they think X, Y, and Z are going to happen, so let's see how much of that we can work in. So yeah, it's all very, very helpful. Now we will move on to Rave.
I've been out of it today, so I like that there was a lot more to this lighthouse than like initially thinking, which makes sense as to why you're just like, yeah, this is where we're going, this lighthouse. I'm gonna give my point to Diane.
Woohoo! I am leveling up.
And then next week, I don't know.
Next week, you're going to fight Rudy in the face?
Maybe. All that pent-up aggression Rave has had that, like, the others don't know why she has some of it might come out against him. Because he's a tangible thing near her at this time. So.
All right, and, wait, let me write that down. Battle with Rudy. Okay, and Nate.
So what I liked is we got some interesting story happening. What I didn't like is my own energy levels.
Well, it was in character.
It was in character. And I'm going to be honest, the only reason that Nate was able to be emotionless and robotic is because Sage is emotionless and robotic at the moment. So that's a thing. Point is going to Diane.
Yay!
For general badassery. So that's a queen sweep for her. And next game, dude, I don't know. Like, a brain. I would like it if Nate could actually, like, use some of his superior intellect and occult knowledge, but whatever.
Yeah, maybe Nate could help Diane.
Maybe.
Diane has a villain laugh.
It's my GM laugh. I'm sorry.
General badassery.
General, yeah. All
It
right.
sounds like a new Steam name.
All right, so we have everything. Oh, I need to give out experience, of course. I'm experience to everyone, of course. How is next week looking?
Good so far.
Good so far.
I will let you know.
As long as I can get all my stuff set up. Yes. Because I'll be at my mom's house.
Okay, so let us put a tentative yes for next week and hope to see people there. Bye, everybody.